Dracula is being given a homoerotic reboot. Oh, for fuck's sake! I thought to myself, right, when I first saw this Dracula thing for BBC and Netflix, I thought to myself, awesome, this looks great. Apparently, no more. Revamp. Count Dracula will be bisexual in BBC's dramatic new adaptation of the Bram Stoker classic. Oh dear. Oh dear. Dracula. Right. Let's play devil's advocate for 1 second, right? Dracula is said to be beautiful and alluring, just generally, right? Until he then goes, obviously, and kills you and sucks your blood. So, I get it, but it's a bit needless. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit needless. Why? So, like I said, I get it, because based on... If we're playing devil's advocate for 1 second, Dracula being... this alluring, charismatic, beautiful character that then turns into a monster and a demon. I can see it, but you don't need to go the whole hog and actually have him bisexual. We don't need to know what Dracula's doing with his dong, do we? It's not dongular. Like we don't need to know this. That's not essential part of the story. Also, doesn't he have a long-lost love that he goes on to the Demeter for? Surely that's part of it as well. Not only that, ladies and gents, not only are we getting Dongula, we're also getting a gender-swapped Van Helsing. Because the BBC just cannot help themselves. They just cannot help themselves. Fuck this. I was really looking forward to this. It just sounds like trash now. And it doesn't sound like trash because of this. I'm just wondering how many other liberties they're taking and how much more political agenda nonsense is going to be rammed down here. Like Dongula ramming his... fuck this crap. Anyway, so let's get into it, alright? Dracula is being given... just the fact that they actually word the article in this way, being given a homoerotic reboot as he turns into a bisexual bloodsucker in a new BBC drama. The vampire, played by Danish actor Claes Bang, 52, will use his hypnotic seduction techniques to devour women and men. Now that was always the case, but the fact that it's homoerotic and he's going to be bisexual doesn't make any sense to me. Why? I thought this looked epic. The reboot is from Mark Gatiss, 53, and Stephen Moffat, 57. That's hilarious, because everyone thought that Stephen Moffat wanted to go and bang Doctor Who. Guess we've got confirmation now. The duo behind the BBC Sherlock Holmes reworking. Mark said he's got broad tastes, has this Dracula. It's not just a collection of 60s women with push-up bras this time. Dracula has never discriminated, insofar as he can tell the difference between the sexes. He goes for his food, but also people who interest him. We don't need to know who he fucks for the story. We don't need to know it, guys. It's not essential. Why? Why is this part of the story? Because I'm fairly certain bisexual men and women are not crying out for representation in their vampire flicks, are they? Are they? Why is this important? It's the fact that he's actually said he goes for his food, but also people who interest him. And this is what it really boils down to. Like, that is pandering. That is agenda pushing. Because it's needless. Playing devil's advocate, him being alluring and seductive to both sexes, makes sense. But we don't need to then have a load of homoerotic scenes. We don't even need to see him. We don't need to have heterosexual scenes. It's not part of the story. It doesn't need to be part of the story. Now this goes right the way back. There's a moment at the end of a Hammer film with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing when he goes to bite him, and it's very, very homoerotic for its time. Well, if that was homoerotic for its time, I fucking... God help us what you're going to be doing with this series. Because if that was homoerotic for its time, God help us what you're going to be doing with this. You are literally probably going to have full-blown, you know, scenes of intercourse. Well done, The Sun. Look at this for a photo. Jesus, could you get any better resolution? Fuck me. It shows Dracula caressing the face of a young man, telling him, "Try and stay calm. You're doing very well." That was it. Oh, okay. Fans were given a taste of the homoeroticism featured in the 3-parter when a trailer was released this week. I did not see that as homoerotic at all. What? There was... Let's watch it. There was no homoeroticness there.
Doing very well.
What about that is homoerotic? Ladies and gents, The Sun thinks this is homoerotic.
Try and stay calm. You're doing very well.
Am I missing something? Apparently that's homoerotic. Jesus Christ. The victim is Lord Ruthven, a character imported by 1860s Gothic story The Vampire, who has never featured alongside Dracula before. A woman will also replace vampiric hunter Professor Van Helsing in the adaptation due to air next year. I like the fact that they just slid that in there at the end. Oh, also, guys, not only is he a gay vampire, he's gay Dracula. I guess that, you know, we're play on words with drag queens now, isn't it? Dragula, drag queens. But also we've got Van Helsing gender swap to a chick, because we can't have nice things, can we? Can't possibly be. And this again, this shows the true nature of what they're doing with this show. People say, you know, you cry this and you cry that. Okay, that's fine, but produce a counter argument, because this right here is agenda pushing for the sake of agenda pushing, right? Playing devil's advocate, Dracula being seductive to both sexes makes sense, right? Of course he would be. He wants to lure them in to get his feasting on. But his feasting doesn't need to include going down on them, does it? Of both sexes, it doesn't need to. It's not important, it's not relevant, it's not something we need to see. Not only that, we got goddamn Van Helsing just being gender swap for what reason? For what reason? A lot of people, again, playing devil's advocate, you could say, oh, well, gender swap so they can have like a romance. But they've screwed that. You don't need to do that anyway, because apparently Dracula's bisexual in this. So it doesn't need to have a romance with a woman. There's no reason why Van Helsing would be a woman. At all. Just shove it up your ass, BBC. This is crap. I was really looking forward to this, but this just goes to show the agenda pushing is there. I can't support this crap. I'm so sick of political nonsense being shoved down my throat in my entertainment. No one wants it. That's why most of these things are going to the dogs now. Just unbelievable. So anyway, look, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. If you're new here, make sure you do hit subscribe. And to stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news, hit the bell notification icon. For returning subscribers, make sure you are subscribed. A lot of people are getting unsubscribed. Sounds like I'm BSing. I'm really not. YouTube is systematically unsubscribing people. If you want to support the channel further, I did a live stream the other day. A lot of people were doing super chats. If you want to support the channel but also get access to content, then consider becoming a Patreon. You can have access to content for as little as $2 a month. I play 2 playthroughs per week. It's about 2 hours content. So for $2 a month, you get, what was that? 8 hours worth of content, basically, extra that no one else does. So please do go and check that out, and also check out my merch underneath every single video. Got some epic designs, one of a kind. They're commissioned by me. So yeah, check them out. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.